Hi there and welcome. This is Mark Dickinson for Gulf Business Academy. Today I want to talk to you about focus. What is focus? Focus is the ability to look at one thing and think about it and clearly. I was having coffee with a friend of mine several years ago. We were sitting in the sunshine, it was a lovely morning, and he said to me one sentence that struck me and it stayed with me ever since. And it goes like this: you get what you focus on. So focus on what you want. And as I thought about that, I thought, wow, if I get what I focus on, then today I am a result of what I was thinking about. And that's quite scary. You may be happy with where you are, or you may not. But whatever it is that you feel about where you are right now, it is a pure consequence of whatever you've been focused on. And that's shaking. Because you might imagine in your head all kinds of exciting things, and yet your life doesn't match those exciting thoughts. Well, here today, I'm going to show you how to discover what it is you truly want to focus on. So you're going to need some highly technical things. You're going to need a paper and a pencil. And what you're going to do is you're going to write down on this piece of paper absolutely everything that you've got going on up here. So you might need a big piece of paper and you start writing it down. So I don't know what it is that you want to focus on, and neither do you right now. What you do know is your head is full of clutter. So what kinds of clutter? Things that you want to create, new products, ideas that, I want to create a website, or, I want to speak on stage, or I want my people to sell more. I want to find out how to work better in this online community. I want to master Zoom or Microsoft Meetings, or I don't know, whatever it is. You got all this clutter and noise going on in your head. And while this is going on in your head, guess what? You've got WhatsApp beeping away. You've got emails dropping. You've got an appointment, you've got somebody looking for you. You have to figure out how to focus in all of this noise. What do? Write it all down. You start by getting everything on this piece of paper. Everything, whatever you can think of. Make circles, squares, boxes. Use 3-4 pieces of paper until you've gotten everything written down all the way over. Now, here's something very cool that you can do. You take your pencil, if you've got one piece of paper, and stick it in the middle and start spinning this page with your eyes closed. So you close your eyes and you spin the page. So now you don't know whether the page is the right way up, the wrong way up. And then what you do is you take your finger and you drop it on the page. Now, as you do that and you're opening your eyes, something amazing happens in your head. You start to think, oh gosh, I hope it's, and in your mind will present to you the very thing you should focus on, because your mind will say, I hope it's, and then you will remember instantly one of the items from your page, and that is the thing that your mind is saying, I want to focus on. So what you do is you just give it a big circle and recognize that this is really important to you. It's not actually the thing you're going to point at. Might be a coincidence, but actually what it is you're going to point at is not the thing you might focus on. What's going to focus on is the thing that your mind presents and says, I wish I was pointing at that. It's brilliant. It's very clever, and the mind does it all for you without you actually doing anything. So here's what I would like you to do once you've got that. Once you've got that, then take the sheet of paper and get a fresh one beside it and categorize everything you've written down. Put them into the little boxes. And once you've got them in boxes, then you can do amazing stuff, like you could create a website, your own website. And this website is a place for you to store stuff. And there's nothing like this, because once you've got one, and you have these hidden pages that no one can see, you actually have your to-do list and your dream list and your ideas list and your projects list and your products I'm going to create lists. All these lists become pages on your own website. But the thing is, no one can see it, but it's live. It's with you wherever you go. So if suddenly you're like, wow, I just want to think about my list of products I'm going to create. So you can just open your little website, your own website, and scroll down to it. And you can make a website anywhere. I mean, there's tons of places. WordPress, Weebly, Wix, I don't know. There's hundreds of these websites for making websites. And they're free. As long as you're not publishing it to the world, they're free. You can just create your own website. And so what you have is on these websites that you've created is you start to break down everything. And once it's out there in front of you, you start to realize, yeah, it's a good idea. I'll keep it on the ideas page, but it's not something I want to work on right now. And what happens is you'll find there's stuff that I must work on. And once you get to the stuff you must work on, this is where the magic happens. What you do is you open up your schedule. And this is a very simple way of getting rid of everything off a piece of paper. So you no longer have a to-do list. What you do is you look at each task that's remaining in the things that you've got to do, and you give it an amount of time. So let's say I want to create, let's pick something from my list. Here we go. I've got to write my blog post. So the blog post is going to take me about an hour to write down. So I put here 1 hour. Then what I do is I open my schedule and I immediately can see all the different appointments I have, and I can see the empty spaces. So what I do is I go, okay, blog post. I strike it out from this list here and I add the appointment in my schedule. What does this do? It removes the list. I don't have a list anymore. I don't need a list because everything's over there in my schedule waiting for me, and it's going to automatically remind me. So you can set up a reminder. What I have is a 5 a.m. Daily reminder set up by Google, and it sends me every single morning at 5 a.m. a list of things that are going to need to be done today. Second, it'll remind you 30 minutes before you need to do it. But what's brilliant about this is you allocate time to your projects just as though they're a person and you're meeting with them. And as soon as you do this, you save massive amounts of energy and time. Oh gosh, I've got so much to do. Skip that. You don't have so much to do. What happens is you no longer have anything urgent. Why? Because you just allocate absolutely every task into your schedule. Somebody comes to you and says, I need you to do this. Tell them, yeah, sure. When do you need it to be done by? They tell you by tomorrow. You tell them, look, tomorrow is possible. However, I need to reallocate another task that's important that's been given to you. And if they say, yeah, sure, great, that's fine. If they say no, then you tell them, well, my next available time to be able to deliver what you're asking me for is in 2 days or 3 days or whatever time frame it is. So you become the master of your time. What this allows you to do is it allows you to focus intensively on whatever's important to you. And remember, you get what you focus on, so focus on what you want. If you want to get fit, what do you need to do? You need to go to the gym. So you got to focus on getting fit. If you want to get body weight reduced, try to think of the positive that you want to see the outcome. Is it lose weight? Not really. It's getting fit, or it's getting strong, or getting in the best shape of your life. And this is one of the things that I'm always talking about. People focusing on the negative run away from the thing that they're talking about. People focusing on the positive, drawn towards it. So one is like, you got to push this thing all the time. The other is pull. It's going to take you there. It's going to make you excited. You're going to be inspired to do it, and you're going to get there really quick. So focus is an amazing tool. What you do, paper and pencil, write everything down. Once you've written it all down, put a pen in the middle, spin the paper, put your finger down somewhere and see where your finger lands. If it lands on something you don't want to do, you go, no, that's not my focus. My focus is, boom, it'll become clear in your mind. Then clear up all the junk, categorize it, get it onto something where you can refer to it, and the stuff you need to do, destroy that to-do list. Just rip it apart, man. Get an appointment for every single task. throw it into your schedule. Schedule is nice and busy, lots of things to do. You're motivated, you're excited, and you don't have to stress. You've got freedom in your mind because you look at the schedule and go, oh, I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to do that on Thursday. And you know when you're going to work on stuff. Worst case, you can move the appointment. So you never lose anything and you don't have this to-do list hanging around your neck like a stone and always being a burden. So that's my take on focus. Hope it's helpful. If you'd like some more help on this, please don't forget to email us here at Golf Business Academy and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.